All right, everybody. Welcome to the stockpickprofits.com market update, daily market update. It is 10/4/2018. We are now at about 25 days away, 26 days away from Halloween. So while we wait for people to sign on, let's go ahead and go through the legalities. Please always read the disclaimer. It's right there in the description. Nothing in this show should be considered an offer to buy or sell any security. We are not registered investment advisors. Always consult a professional before making any investment decisions. Past performance is no indicator of future performance. And the rest is all there right there in the disclaimer. That's the gist of it. Welcome, Jeff. Jeff, you're early today. Usually, you must have been busy lately. Let's go ahead and get started. It was kind of an exciting Thursday, right? Blood red market. So yeah, the markets really got beat up today. The Dow is down 200 points at the close, about 0.75%. It was whopping down even more than that. It actually had a nice little recovery in that last hour and a half. The S&P 500, looked like it was going to close below 2,900 and lose that level. But again, it had a nice little rally going in later into the day. That closed at 2,901, 2,901 for you purists out there, about 23 points or about 0.75%. The NASDAQ tech took it hard today. Closed down about 78.79 level, lost that 8,000 level plus some, down 145 points or almost 2%. Even the NASDAQ was down a lot more than that. The Russell 2K, of course, in unison with the rest of the markets, kind of just did the same thing. The VIX was up about 22% today, but it's still below that 16 level. We've been talking about that a lot lately in the show. That VIX level, it needs to, for it really to be a big hard sell-off, one that you might need to step back and go short on everything. That VIX needs to get into that 30, 40, even 50, 60 range for things to get volatile enough to create some madness. But right now, we just came off all those rally days, and it was a nice little readjustment for the markets, a nice little breather. That the Dow, it just came off that high that it set yesterday. The S&P, it's just recently taken that 2,900 level, and there's always a little fight around that level. And what happens is it needs to establish itself there, maybe get a little base and then move up. It looked like yesterday or the last couple of days it was going to make another move, maybe to that 2,950 level, but it kind of failed at that 2,925 and it came right down. The NASDAQ is where the concern is. It needed to hold that 8,000 level. It's already down now. It's in the 7,800s. So we'll see how tech works out. We cashed in our tech play. Looks like just in the nick of time, right? We took that 45% on XLK, even though we had the options going all the way out to January. Why look a gift horse in the mouth? Nobody ever lost money taking profits. In October is for us so hot it is spooky. So far this week, we just closed Thursday. It's 4 trading days, 4 wins. Or I'm sorry, 4 trading days, 3 wins. Tuesday, we cashed in T for 25%. That was an overnighter. We cashed in our XLK for 45%. And today, we cashed in that little lotto we talked about. We every week, we do a little lotto play within the group. And overnight, we got 320%. How's that? Not bad, huh? I see my little crayons not scrolling, so take my word for it. If you're a member, So, hey, look, a lot of this sell down was because that 10-year yield, man, it hit its highest level since 2013. It kind of spooked people. But tomorrow we've got a big jobs number. And people will be looking for something in particular in this one, and that's wage improvement. So we'll see if we get that. It was a pretty ugly morning first half of the day. The market really got beat up a little bit, but it showed some resilience there towards the middle of the day and into the close. So we'll see how that jobs report comes out tomorrow and how the market digests it. Right now, we reopened the T-long. that T that we cashed in for a nice gain earlier this week. We reopened it and we're up already on that about 15-20%. So we're liking that. We're still long Oracle. Oracle's still kind of going through that funky, got beat up a little bit. We're sticking with that trade. We're still long Twitter. Call us crazy, but yeah, to a certain extent, you have to be to own Twitter. But you know, you have to be insane to use Twitter, but you have to be crazy to own the stock. But we're gonna stick with that one too, because even with this big beat down in tech, you know, it held that $28 level. We're just a couple of dollars off on these options, and you know how Twitter is. We might get a little move on it. No sense bailing on that trade, and we can afford to be a little bit more liberal and give our ones that are red a little bit more room to operate, because we're cashing in all these big winners. So it's a nice luxury to have. Besides that, you know, we're still long on, as Jeff just mentioned. Yeah, you know, with our hyper growth accelerator group. They're in CNAB. We're up about 35% on that trade already. We're happy with that, you know. So let's kind of get into the market news a little bit besides that 10-year. Now, that 10-year moved overnight, and you could see it in the futures. So we'll watch futures overnight tonight and see how it works out. But right now, we're looking at it as a dip opportunity. Now, if we get some follow through or we get something at jobs report tomorrow, our sentiment might change, but we still believe that through the rest of the year, through the rest of the quarter, tech will do okay. It just needs to get some footing. Yeah, no scared. You know what I mean? The best trades you ever make are always the ones you're most scared to enter, right? It's always the ones that you're absolutely sure are going to be winners that don't win. And it's always that trade that but you pull the trigger and then you end up with a big winner, right? It just works out that way. So, you know, we'll keep an eye on that jobs report tomorrow. You guys watch that. I think it comes out about 8:30 Eastern time, which is about a half hour or hour before the market opens. So all you members, as usual, will be on the boards and we'll be talking about it. We'll keep you guys informed. Let's talk a little market news. Really, there wasn't a whole lot of market news today, but Elon stepped in it again, right? Our buddy Elon Musk with his, he came out with he made this tweet, of course, about the SEC. And instead of calling them the Securities and Exchange Commission, he called them the Short Seller Enrichment Commission. Right after that, his stock went down 2%. So look, it's the same thing we've been telling you with Tesla. If you want to own it, that's up to you. You make your own investment decisions. But as far as we're concerned, we're going to stay. We wouldn't touch that stock with a 10-foot pole right now. You have a rogue CEO that just, even after having to settle with the SEC, just still does not get it. So, you know, and it's really, for Tesla shareholders, it's really a hard situation, because everyone knows if Elon Musk is no longer the CEO, if Elon Musk detaches him in any way, there is a large percent of shareholders that are going to bail on it. They are only in it because of Elon. So if you're the board, you gotta kind of wrestle with this, right? How do we keep Elon under control, and yet we keep not lose these shareholders and lose Elon? So it's kind of a big dilemma. But you know, who wants to own a stock that the CEO, every time he tweets, the thing goes down 3%? So that's how we feel about Tesla right now. Now, as far as stock ideas, man, really in this situation, if you're not sure, buy the market, either the SPYs or the SPYs or the QQQs. Those are usually very good momentum plays. If you think the S&P 500 is going to make a nice recovery, go grab some spiders. SPY is the symbol, the ETF for the S&P 500. Or if you want to get a little tech exposure, man, go with QQQs. That's the PowerShares NASDAQ 100 ETF. And there's another way around that trade too. If you want one that's a little less volatile than the QQQs, go with XLK. That's a nice technology sector ETF too. And you just saw we made some money on it with our members. So look, hey, if you guys aren't getting these kind of results, or if you need some help, or if you want to learn, you just want a support network that is incredible, go ahead and click the link. You see what we're doing. So look, let's go down to the comments and questions, right? It's Thursday. It's football day for all you football fans. It's a beautiful day in Honolulu, so we want to get outdoors. I like to do gardening. I don't know what you guys like to do, but I like to spend a little time in the garden. Let's go down to the comments because I see a few already. Welcome, Jeff. Yeah, Jeff, hey, CNAB, it's moving, man. It's moving real nice, you know. We put out the buy order in the group at, I think it was 61 cents. And I think today, what did it close at? About 83, 84 cents? It was even higher than that. What did that bad boy close at? Yeah, 87 cents, man. Picked up another 12% today. Nice. So, you know, if you guys are, you know, there's a plethora of marijuana stocks out there. And a lot of them are like that Tilray, right? I mean, you know, 1 minute it's up 50%. The next minute it's down 70%. It's a heart attack stock. If you don't sit there and watch it every minute, your profit can go like that. What you want is a stock that's going to act like a Microsoft or an Apple or an Amazon, right? In your early stages. And we think United Cannabis is one of those. So if you guys are looking for an idea, man, go ahead and take a look at United Cannabis. It's a great company, great company. And then that's the words right there, Kona. You know, no scared them, go get them. Because look, our business is a risky business. Everything we do, there is some sort of risk built into it. If you can't deal with that, then you really just shouldn't be investing. Actually, you shouldn't be even crossing the street. There's risk in that, right? Make sure you use the crosswalk and don't cross any other time except the white hand is up there, right? But, you know, there's a certain amount of risk in it. So look, if you're going to be fearful every time, then you're not doing it right. You need to research. You need to check your technical analysis and be sure of yourself. Have a little confidence, have a little spine, stick by your trades. Again, if that's not you or you're trying to learn how to be like that, click the link. We'll get you in. We'll help you. And then, yeah, one more time on Kona. Hey, you know, it really is that rich boy kind of attitude where I'll do what I want. I don't care, right? With the SEC and all this. I mean, how many times does he have to cost his shareholders money because he can't keep his hands off the Twitter, right? You know, there's another guy that does that. And it's funny, right? The media would be jumping all over. Imagine if it was Trump, but it's Elon, right? The pretty boy of tech stocks, the genius of all geniuses, right? So God forbid they say anything bad about him, right? But imagine Trump doing that. You know what I mean? It'd be a goddamn federal case, man. They'd be launching an investigation. Let's see. Yeah, it does, you know, and that's a good point. You know, hey, Kona, you're full of good comments today, man. I got you all over the screen. But, you know, that's what it is with the weed stocks. And it reminds us of 1999, you know, when the .com stocks were around. You had to be really careful. Yeah, you could make a lot of money. You could have 1,000-point gainer. But it was almost every trade was like that E-Trade commercial. You guys remember that E-Trade commercial where the guy's sitting in his cubicle and he looks at his phone and his stock went up about 300% in the last 5 minutes. So he says, that's it. I'm going up to the boss. By the time he gets off the elevator and tells the boss, hey, you know what? I made my money. I quit. He looks at the chart and now it's down 70%. That's the way weed stocks are right now. We don't want that kind of volatility. We want something that's going to establish itself as a major player. And you want to see a little consistency in it. You don't want these nosebleeding moves and things like that. Of course, we'll take it if it goes up $1 in a day, but we'll probably sell it too. We probably wouldn't write it. So you got to be careful with that. So yeah, Jeff, I mean, rock on. We're all going to rock on. You know, we're having a great week over at the service. Like I told you guys, Tuesday we cashed one in, Wednesday we cashed one in. We hit our lucky lotto today, which was a lot of fun. It's something we do once a week in the group. You know, we're sitting on that T trade we reopened today. That thing's up about, what, 20% for us already. And looking good. T ran into the close. We're still long on Oracle. Oracle's still going through a little funk on that. I guess that news that cloud guy's not coming back, which didn't make sense to us. And that's why we're kind of sticking with the trade, because when he went on leave, it was kind of implied that he wasn't coming back. So just the news that he isn't, the actual news, I don't know. It's almost like buying the rumor, selling the news or something. I don't know what's going on with that. So look, gang, let's kind of call it an afternoon, right? It's been a fun day with the market. We want to see how futures turn out, but keep in mind there's that big jobs report tomorrow, and that'll come out with right before the market. And with that 10-year yield, it hit its highest since 2013. That shows that people are banking on a rip-roaring economy going forward, and we agree with it. So let's play our stocks. What we told you, remember at the end of September, we told you, going into October, it's going to be a stock picking market. You want to make sure that you take profits when you have them. Don't sit on profits too long, because they can disappear as fast as they appear. So you guys out there, we're still bullish on the market, even though a rough day today. We opened up a new trade on T, still long on Oracle, still long on Twitter. Okay. You guys, we're long on steel. Steel had a kind of funky day today, Jeff? How is steel today, Jeff? Was it not the roller coaster of the week, right? X ended up closing up 2 cents. It's up 20 cents after hours, but that thing was all over the board today. It opened up real nice. That was our lucky lotto play too. It ran at the open. We cashed in that lucky lotto. Boom, came right down, turned red, and just kind of fluctuated. And it ended up up 2 cents, which is 0.07%. Hey, we'll take it. But besides that lotto play, we're still long on some options on steel. We like steel going forward. Let's see how this employment, this jobs report number hits the market tomorrow. We think there's something in that jobs report, and it might erase everything we lost today. So, but we'll see. You never really know, right? So look, you guys have a great afternoon. All you members, we will be back early tomorrow before the market. That jobs report, I believe it comes out at 8:30 a.m., which is 2:30 a.m. Hawaii time. And as always, the team will be out there posting you guys updates and stuff and explaining what it means. And we'll be taking a look at the market for the day. All you members for SPP, congratulations. It's been a great week, and it looks like we might be cashing in another big one tomorrow. So you guys stay strong. And there's a stock idea. Jake, I'm going to post that, okay, Jake? IGC. So all you guys looking for trades out there, we don't follow IGC, but we'll take a look at it overnight, Jake. And hey, welcome to the show, Jake. We're so glad you came. We do this every day after the market. Stock ideas are really, really appreciated and stuff. So Jake is giving us IGC. So we'll put it on the notes, Jake, and we'll talk about it going forward. That's not one of the ones we follow real closely, but we're always looking for ideas, Jake, and we appreciate it. So welcome to the show. And Jeff, as always, you like to close it the best. God bless to all of you guys out there. Looks like we're a little bit closer to the SCOTUS vote, right? So whether they confirm him or not, I guess we'll know tomorrow, right? I guess I thought I saw some news. Look, we're not even really watching it at this point. We're so busy trading and making money that we just don't have time to worry about other people's problems. So, and it has nothing to do with the market. It doesn't affect the market one way or the other. So we just kind of don't get into it too much. But it looks like there'll be some resolution tomorrow. Now, one thing we will say about this, how about that guy that got caught doxing the personal information? It was associated with Feinstein and Sheila Jackson. I guess he's worked as an intern for them and stuff. And he was the one that was sending out the personal information on Mitch McConnell and all these guys as they were in the hearing, which is a frighteningly terrible thing to do. Now they're finding out he was contemplating releasing those guys' children's health information. How bad is that? Look, that's wrong. Okay. If you support that in any form or manner, man, I don't know what to tell you. So, it got a little nasty, but it looks like we're going to get some resolution. I'm sure nobody on either side will be happy about anything, but, we'll let them be mad and we'll just go make money. Okay. All right, gang. Flory, what's up? all of you guys have a great day. You guys have a great afternoon. You football fans, go enjoy. I guess I think it's the Patriots playing tonight in Indianapolis. So all you fans get to see Andrew Luck. He's on his way back from the big surgery and all that. There's some college games today, and there's also a beautiful day filled with sunshine out there. For those of you that are like me and want to go out and do some gardening, maybe hit the beach, maybe just hang out for a walk in the park before we come back and make some more money tomorrow. You guys have a fantastic afternoon. We will be back tomorrow after the market. And don't forget, one more reminder, huge job report tomorrow, okay, for all you traders out there. Like I said, all you members, don't worry. We'll disseminate it, and we'll have a report right after it comes out in the group. But for you independent traders out there, if you need help with it, you know where to click. If you want to start building wealth today with stockpickprofits.com, go ahead and you can click that link. If not, make sure you read the report. Make sure you're ready for the trading day. Our members will be. All right. So we'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining us from Honolulu. Aloha.